Hey guys, welcome back to Chasing Chickens Family Homestead. It's been a while since we've seen ya. Nope, since you've seen us. Oh, all right. Hey guys, welcome back to Chasing Chickens Family Homestead. It's been a while since you've seen us. We've had a really busy summer and we weren't able to do a lot of recording for videos. Hopefully we'll be able to get a few more out for you before too long. As you could tell from my intro, it is the beginning of kidding season for 2023. And this year is only our third kidding season, but we have 2 bucks now and 4 does, most does that we have bred. So we are really excited. And having our does in bucks together already means that we should end up with middle of March babies. These are our 2 bucks. This is Cy. He will be 2 early next year. This is his second time breeding. He's going to go ahead and get himself all cologned up, smelling good for the ladies. And this is our new buck, Cedar. He will be 4 next year. And we are really excited to see what kind of babies he throws. Hopefully some pretty white ones. Last year, Cy threw 5 kids, 4 boys and 1 girl, and 3 of them were black, almost completely black, with just a little bit of white on them. These 2 does here are in with Cy. Over here on the right, we've got Daisy. And down there by the gate, we've got Hazel. I should have mentioned my bucks are Nigerian dwarf and my does are a little bit of a mixture. They've got just a little bit of Nubian in them from their Grand Dam. But they are mostly Nigerian. And I believe I didn't see anybody be bred, but we looked on their back ends for muckbuck, and they both have evidence that Cy has already done his business. And in with Cedar, the girls are way over there, but we've got the brown doe on the right is Iris, and the black doe all the way over there by the cows is Petunia. All 4 of my does are related somehow or another. And they also have a little bit of Nubian in them, but mostly Nigerian. I'd give you some pets, but I don't have any gloves on, and you are stinky. In case you are new to goats, you might not know what the boys do to get themselves smelling good for the girls. They do this wonderful thing where they pee on their beard. And that is why Cedar, you could tell from the rest of his body, should be pretty white, but he's been cloning himself up for the girls. So his beard, his pretty long beard, is not so white. You gonna give any of your babies some pretty blue eyes? Huh? I hope so. Are you getting a whiff of something good? Oh dear. Yeah, so hopefully we have a few more does this year. Last year we had lots of bucks, and the year before that we had lots of does, so maybe it's the does' turn. Oliver just wants to be friends, don't you, buddy? Don't you? You're probably going to be stinky playing with him. Yeah. Tell him you won't be getting their does, huh? No, you just want to play. You just want to play. Old man Remy over there. He don't want to play with you. You got the zoomies? Zoomies are fun in the fall leaves. It's finally peaked here in the middle of the mitten in Michigan. And today is October 25th. Feels like it took forever to finally peak, but it sure is pretty. So with having 4 does this year, we have the possibility of each of them having one, which is not ideal because when you only have one or a singleton, they tend to be big babies, and especially since 3 of my does, Hazel, Iris, and Daisy, are all first fresheners, we'd rather have them have at least 2 so that the babies aren't so big and it is easier for them to pass. But in reality, they could all have 1, or they could technically have up to 4, which I think is more rare than, say, 3. I think 2 and 3 are pretty much the most common. Last year, or I should say the first year, we had 2 first fresheners. They both had 2. Petunia was one of them, and we had her sister. We've gotten rid of her, though. She also had 2. And then we had her mom, and that was her second freshen. She had 3. And we kept 2 of them. That is Iris and Daisy. They look a lot alike. Daisy just has a little bit more white on her. And then they had a brother. And then last year, Petunia was a second freshener. She had 3. She had all boys. And her sister only had 2 again. So with having 4 does, we could have really anywhere from 4 to 16 if they all wanted to throw 4, but I'm sure that's not going to happen. More likely we'll have between 8 and maybe 12 kids next year, so that's exciting. I hope that we have just easy births. That's obviously the most important thing, but seeing the pretty colors that they throw. The Nigerians like to throw all sorts of different colors. Like I said, earlier this year we had 5 kids, and 3 of them were almost completely black. They had a little bit of white on them, but they were mostly black, and those were all size kids. So yeah, it's always fun seeing what we'll get. And I do milk my dairy goats. I make goat milk soap, and we drink the milk occasionally. My 4 young daughters aren't quite fond of it yet. I think that it's something that we need to just get used to. But we have some cows out there. There's a bull and my heifer is a Jersey Angus mix, so she should be having calving for the first time in about 9 months, and I'll be milking her, and then we'll be able to drink milk, regular old cow milk. The girls will like better than the goat milk, I'm sure. But I did make some goat mozzarella with our goat milk last year, and it ended up being a lot like string cheese, and my kids really liked that, and my husband. So I'm gonna keep milking the goats, and they're really fun to have and play with, and the girls love them, so we'll keep having them, even though we've got a dairy cow that will be producing milk for us for our cheese and of course milk and cream and all that stuff. So exciting things on the farm. I should have mentioned that I'm fairly certain that Cedar has bred Iris. So I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen any of them actually get the deed done, but there was evidence that he did. And I'm not so sure about Petunia. So we may very well have kidding on the same day. Goats are pregnant from between 145 to 155 days. So that is what we go off of. And Nigerians typically go a little closer to the 145 days. We've got a new chicken run this made a couple months ago, but it's been nice out, so we're letting the chickens free range for a little bit. And we had, in June, we had a mama hen sit on 13 eggs, and she hatched out 12 of those eggs. No, 11. I think it was 11 of them, and which is our best outcome yet. We have a lot of them over here are those babies. They're a mix. All of those ones right there are. And the girls and I did a little experiment we had been reading about, which is the round eggs. The more round your eggs are, is an indication that they will be hens, and the more pointy they are is an indication that they will be roosters. So when we collected our eggs and decided which ones we wanted her to sit on, because she was already broody, we picked out the ones that were as round as we could get. And out of the ones that ended up surviving, I think there was 9 of them. All of them were hens except for one. We only ended up having one rooster out of all of those. So you can't say for sure just because one experiment goes well that it for sure works, but so far it seems to be a pretty good indicator that you can decide if you're going to get some more hens or roosters. So that was pretty exciting for the girls to do. We like having our mama sit on eggs every once in a while and get some more hens and sell the roosters that we get, or they might end up being stew for dinner, but it's always fun for the kids to watch. And when you have a mix, the barnyard mix. You get some pretty cool looking chicks out of them. That guy right there, let's see, that is our rooster from the batch. And then we've got the hen behind her, or him, that one, and the one over here are Americana mix. Seems to me like, at least with the ones that we have, the Americanas, once they get mixed with a different kind of rooster, they often end up being gray, which my husband thinks is cool, so we are happy with that. We're excited to see what color eggs they will lay, because Americanas will lay greenish, bluish eggs. And the rooster he's in there in the pen, that's Roger. He is a Mystic Moran, and their hens lay really dark chocolate brown eggs. So I'm excited to see what the combination of greenish blue eggs and dark brown eggs are. And go show you in just a minute our new pigs that we got a few months ago. They're laying down right there, all snuggled together. As soon as I go in there, they're going to be loud though. See if we can sneak up on them while they're sleeping. The girls named them. We've got Arizona, Indiana, Georgia Peach, and this is our only male. That is Dakota, North Dakota specifically. Indiana and Arizona are sisters, and then Georgia and Dakota are also siblings. They at least, not sure if they're full, they at least have the same, share the same boar as a dad, but these have been the most friendly pigs that we've had. My 3-year-old, when they first got the pigs, really spent a lot of, 4-year-old, actually, my 4-year-old, she spent a lot of time just sitting in with the pigs and feeding them. So they've been real friendly. If we would have been ready to have some breeding pigs, we may have kept Georgia. She's the friendliest of them. But not quite there yet. They're filling out. Georgia and Dakota are really filling out nicely though. Here's some of our older hens. We've got, that's Big Mama. She was the first hen to ever hatch out eggs. on our homestead. And then we've had this Americana for a while. That's Jolene. Her sister's around here somewhere, Joe. That hen over there, I think she's molting and she's getting picked on a little bit. Gonna have to check her out, see what we can do for her. One of the projects that we did this year was, or this summer, was put in frost-free hydrants. We have one here and one out by our meat chickens, but that makes it a lot easier having the hose right there rather than up by the house. Oliver, leave him alone. And then of course we've got our tote full of expired canned food for the pigs. And then we also put in, John took it out a few days ago, but we had a pitcher pump right here too, for if the electric ever goes out. Well, can't see much down in there, but we can still have water for all of our animals. So, alrighty. Well, oh, there's Joe. She's one of our favorites. Another Americana. She's really friendly. And our one lone duck who hangs out with our turkeys, that's Steve. We had Steve and Urkel, but Urkel is no longer with us. I'm not sure where our turkeys are. All right, well, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update of what we've been doing here on the homestead all summer and show you the beginning of our goat breeding season. So we will keep you updated, and I hope you like and follow, subscribe, share, do all of the things to help get the word out for our videos, and we will see you again soon. Bye.